Shalom, family trendsetter. Driving, so you will hear some noise in the background. Now I just want to rap with y'all a little bit. You know what I'm saying? My mind races every second of the day. And sometimes some thoughts just come to my mind, and I just want to, express it and share it with y'all. So I want to talk about faith. What exactly is faith? Now I know we're taught that faith is basically believing into something or someone that really is not tangible, right? You can't really see this individual, or in some cases you may be promised something at a later date, and you have to have faith that you're gonna get it. But me, I don't know about y'all, but I don't have faith. Fuck that, I don't have faith. Now, belief. What is belief? Belief is, I guess, it could be a belief that you believe in something or someone. In this case, you have, let's say, a Christian believing in Jesus, someone that they have never met. They only hear about this fella. Never met him, though, but they believe that he died for our sins. They believe that he's going to come back in spaceship and shit. I mean, I know for a fact that we're going to have some angels come back and gather us up, and it is going to be in spaceship, but I don't believe it's going to be Jesus or Yahweh Shai or Yahushua. Or then again, you know what? Who's to say maybe the Most High is not going to send an individual that's going to lead an army of angels, right? Y'all refer to as aliens because that's what they're going to look like to y'all when y'all realize that these so-called angels that they depict in Hollywood, they ain't no motherfucking white boy. Nope, these are some niggas. Some black angry niggas are going to come back with their technology way surpass or way more, right? Better than y'all dumbass technology y'all have. So yes, I do believe that the angels will be coming back, and I'm sure somebody's going to lead a charge, but I don't believe it's going to be Yahweh Shai. I don't believe it's going to be Jesus. You know why? Because Yahweh Shai, Jesus, Yahushua, the story came from the European. All right? The Europeans came up with that story, and when I trace the history behind Yahweh Shai and Jesus, it comes back to Serapis. As a matter of fact, there's a museum in England, I believe it's in England, that you can go to, and you'll see where the whole Christianity shit came about. Jesus is first originated as Serapis. Now, I want y'all to do your research on who Serapis is. I don't know how to spell the shit, but just do your best. Serapis Christos. Then you'll understand that the reason why I'm so bold with me being an antichrist, not an anti-Messiah, but an antichrist, is because I've realized that I've been lied to about this dumbass religion called Christianity. So let's talk about belief. So let's say you go to the bank, right, to go get, let's say not really to get a withdrawal, but you just want to get a balance on your account. Let's say you believe you have about $30,000 in your account. So you go to the bank, you know what I'm saying, you sign in and shit, right? You sit down, you wait for the representative to call you up. They say, okay, Mr. So-and-so, what can I do for you? Well, I'm here today to check my balance. And they say to you, well, today we're not able to give you your balance, but how much do you believe you have in the account? Now, you believe you have $30,000 in the account because you have receipts proving that you have deposited up to about $30,000. So then the individual said, well, how much do you think you have in the bank? And they said, well, you said, well, I have about $30,000 in the bank. And they said, okay, well, that's what you have in the bank. But you're like, no, I want to get an accurate, number. And the person said, well, you believe you have $30,000, so then that's what you have. Now, would you base his or her conclusion based on what you believe you have in the bank, or what he say that you believe you have in the bank, and that that's what you have in the bank? Or you would want to have a more accurate dollar amount? In other words, it could be more than $30,000. It could be $35,000. It could be $30,000.59, but you just want to have an accurate dollar amount. Now, are you going to go based on what the person is telling you that, well, that's what you say you have, that's what is in the bank? Or are you going to make sure that you can prove that that money is in the bank? Because at this point, you're going to start to become suspicious. Like, why this nigga or why this devil ain't, giving me the information that I'm asking for, that I'm entitled to? So you're going to want to know, you're going to press them and say, listen, I want to speak to your supervisor or the manager, because you're going to want, you want that information, because it seems to you that something is suspicious about this money that you have in the bank. It could actually be more than what you think you have, but this person's not really giving you the information. They're not giving you the proof you need in order to satisfy you. So then the supervisor come out and say, what seems to be the problem? You say, well, listen, I asked this individual for the balance on my account, and they're not giving me the balance. They're giving me the rigmarole. And this person said, well, the supervisor said, well, what did he tell you have in the bank? And you said, well, he didn't tell me. But then he said, well, how much do you think you have in the bank? This is another individual, right, supervisor. And he said, I think I have about 30,000. Now, having about 30,000 doesn't mean it's accurate. It could be meaning you have less or you have more. That's probably why you were at the bank to begin with, because you want to make sure. Because if you knew how much you have in the bank, you probably wouldn't be at the bank, but you just want to get a balance. You're not there for withdrawal or deposit. You want to get a balance because there may be some reason why you want to get this information. So now the supervisor said to you, well, if you believe you have $30,000 in the bank, then you should have faith that you have $30,000 in the bank, because you're having faith in your belief that you have $30,000 in the bank, but you're still not sure that you have $30,000 in the bank. I hope y'all getting the message, family. It's the same thing with religion. Religion was given to us by whoever, right? Our ancestors passed it down to us. And we're told that there's a fella. Notice I'm not calling him a devil today. Well, actually, I just did. A devil fella, basically named Jesus, that was invented in the 1500s, but they said that he lived beyond the 1500, actually before the 1500, right? Over 2,000 years ago. So this fella supposedly came from God, whoever God is, because God is a title, whatever God he came from, and he died for your sin. Now the question is this, right? We know the Most High Power, the Creator, his name is not God, because God is a title. It's a title, just like Dr. Smurf, right? Smurf is the name, but Doctor is the title of Smurf. So we know that the Most High Power has a name. A lot of us call him different names. We don't really know his name, because the name was given to us by then Gentiles, believe it or not. Some people call him Ahaya. Some people call him Yah. Some people call him Yahuwah or Yahweh. We don't really know his name, but let's say, for example, his name is Yah, because I rock with Yah, right? Or Ahaya. So you are telling me I need to believe in someone that I've never met, never seen that account, never seen that receipt, and I'm supposed to have faith because now I'm questioning my belief. So they give you, they have a backup. They say, well, okay, this nigga will probably going to start questioning his belief. So now let's come up with faith. Let's just say that you have to have faith. You have to have faith, believe and have faith in Jesus in order to be saved. So they can't show you no receipt that he existed, right? No one can prove that Jesus ever existed. They can show you, that you had ancient pharaohs that existed, because they have mummified, kings and shit, queens, princesses and shit, but they can't show you proof of this so-called Messiah. They'll probably take you to some place and shit. God to say, well, this is where Jesus Christ was resurrected. Get the fuck out of here. Nah, I can't prove that, because at least with mummies, you can see the mummified remains and shit. Where's Jesus at? But you know what they did, family? They're so smart. You know what they said? They said, oh no, he's not there anymore. He was risen, right? He was risen from the grave. See, that right there shut you down, because you can't say, take me to Jesus' tomb. I want to see his, remains and shit. They're going to say, nah, you ain't going to see it because he was risen. You know what I'm saying? You know how the sun, rise and shit and goes down and it rises again the next morning, the S-U-N. So that's what they're doing. It's a metaphor. So, family, let me tell you something, man. Like I tell y'all, I'm not the most smart individual out there. I'm not the smartest individual out there. Not very articulate. But when it comes to common sense, man, you can't fuck with me. I'm telling you straight up. You know what I'm saying? They have covered all the bases. The only thing that they have fucked up on, right? Because in the Bible, it's a lot of contradiction and shit. Because one hand, they said Jesus came to die for everybody. For God so loved the world, whoever God is, that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believes. Now, the key is you have to believe in this nigga for this shit to work. It's like you have to believe in magic. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't believe in magic, it ain't going to work for you. So that's how they get you, family. They say, okay, you got a person like me, right? I'm not an atheist by no stretch by means. You know what I'm saying? I believe in a power. I'm not an atheist, but I'm not a believer in Christ. So what they'll say, oh, the reason why he, you know what I'm saying, he don't believe in Jesus, he don't have faith in Jesus or believe in Jesus, so he's not a Christian. He's not. Of course I'm not a fucking Christian, because I don't believe in that shit. I used to believe in Jesus. I used to be a Christian, believing in a deity and shit that never existed. But now I woke up and realized that now we have all this technology. See, our ancestors back then, family, they didn't have the technology we have today. They don't have the resources. Shit, you could go back and do some research on all the slaves that was brought here, right? The ones that actually was brought here to the Americas, according to their history anyway, because, you know, they have a strange way of, you know, warping history and shit. So they can tell you, yeah. But when you go back and you research the slave name, they got Yah in it. They got the Hebrew names in their names. So you know that, you know what I'm saying, that a lot of the slaves were Hebrews. But I can't go back and research Jesus Christ. Every time I go and try to research Jesus Christ, I come across Serapis. I come across Tammuz. I come across the sun deity. I forgot his name and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just so many different stories that attribute to Jesus. And it's so funny because those stories supersede the story of Jesus. In other words, it outdates Jesus' story. You know what I'm saying? Because notice it in the Jesus account, right? It says Jesus went into Egypt and shit. And notice everybody always go to Egypt. Moses went to Egypt. Jesus went to Egypt. So I'm wondering if these stories really didn't come from ancient Egypt. Not saying that they're you know, I'm not no fucking I'm not into chemic, okay? I'm not into all that consciousness bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But I do believe that a lot of these stories came out of that particular region. It was given to us, repackaged and shit. Okay? Because even on the dollar bill, if you look at the dollar bill, which I'm sure many already know this, it have the pyramids and it have all this stuff, these are hieroglyphics and shit that represent Egypt. Even DC itself, you know what I'm saying? It has a little bit of Rome and as well as Egypt. Even the fucking monument, the obelisk and shit. You know what I'm saying? They got it all over the world. They got it in Rome. They got it in DC. They got it all over the world. You see these obelisks. It's supposed to be Nimrod's cock or Nimrod's dick. A lot of y'all don't know that. Wearing a bow tie, not a bow tie, wearing a tie around your neck is really a upside down dick. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't wear a tie. I haven't worn a tie in almost fucking, 7 years? Because I realized that's a dick around my neck. So stop wearing ties around your neck. If you turn it upside down, you see the tip of the tie is shaped like a head of a dick. You know what I'm saying? Stop wearing ties, man. Black men. That's why, see, Islam, they smart as fuck. They say, I ain't wearing no dick around my neck. I'm going to wear a bow tie. Notice that the Islam and shit, Nation of Islam, they always wear a bow tie. Because they know that the regular tie that the white man wear around their neck is a dick. Because, you know, a lot of these fucking devils, they're into pedophile, they're into homosexual. So they always want to have a dick close by to suck on. I'm serious. Symbolically, anyway. But anyway, family, I think I'm done. I think I'm, getting off topic and shit. But yeah, belief and believing and having faith is all psyops. It's all in your mind and shit. Because you can't believe in something or someone that you have never met. You know what I'm saying? You can't believe that you have $30,000 in the bank because a motherfucker say, trust your instinct. You got trust your faith and shit. You got $30,000. No, show me the receipt. And if you want, to believe in Jesus Christ, ask your pastor to show you a receipt that he really existed. Not out of a fucking book that was written by men. Men wrote the Bible. All right? A lot of people could take a little bit from the Bible. All religion could take something from the Bible. Our records is in the Bible. Doesn't mean it's our book. With that, I say shalom.